Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. As this little indicator tells us, this is one of the last drafts that I'm probably recording. So we may or may not be playing to win. I'm just gonna kind of draft however I feel like. Although pretty hard to pass up at Orcish Bowmasters in the opener. That card is nuts. Other one I consider maybe a Noble Hierarch, but let's take the Bowmasters. The card is just good. Okay. This pack we have. I love a Caustic Bronco, but I don't think it's the pick here. We got Windswept Heath, which is just really good. Prismatic Vista, Lotus Petal. I like Renin 6. I think Adeline is so unbelievably strong, but the double white really holds it back. Because a lot of decks want to splash white, but not be main white. Kind of the same problem with a lot of green cards. Double green is just a pretty big commitment for an archetype that wants to be three colors most of the time. I think Windswept Heath is great. We could potentially wheel a Renin 6, but we'll take the Heath. There's an exploration. I have enjoyed drafting lands. There was a Renin 6 in the pack. There's Atraxa, but I think I've made it clear. I just don't think the reanimate strategies are good, or at least they're not for me. They might be good for other people, but not with my playstyle. Mana Leak is pretty nice. It does go well with Orcish Bowmasters in that it's disruptive. Not very good with Windswept Heath in the opener. So something like Exploration could be nice. I'm just gonna take this. I like this card. I've been drafting a lot of lands lately, and this goes perfectly. Yeah, then you get Reprieve. Reprieve is so sick. I love this card so much. It's the thing about Mana Leak is it's in blue, and I think blue is just one of the worst colors, maybe not the worst, but white is the best color in the cube. So you get to play this effect in a color that already doesn't have this many effects, so it's a rare effect. But then white has the best removal. So you get the best, some insane counter magic with some insane removal. It's just so much value. So I'm looking at that. Meticulous Archive is interesting. Let's Windswept Heath get some blue. I like Flage and Kolaghan's Command, both good options, but I think Reprieve is just the nuts. Alright, what are we looking at here? There's Hex Drinker. Scrubland is pretty good with Reprieve, Bowmasters, and Windswept Heath, so hard to top that. Bitter Triumph is pretty nice, I like that one. But I think Scrubland is nuts. I actually am pretty low on Crucible of Worlds overall. I think it's nice with Exploration, but just something like Renin 6 or Ice-Till Explorer are just way better. Ice-Till Explorer in particular is it's Crucible of Worlds plus Exploration on a creature. It's that card's the real deal. Okay, we got a lot of good cards. Kitesail Freeboot or Prismatic Ending are the two that I'm looking at. Scrubland Reprieve, both great cards. I think Freebooter is. I mean, pending's really good. There's a lot of times you just pending a token, you pending a mox. It can get you out of a lot of bad situations. Freebooter is really good, but I guess more replaceable, as weird as that sounds. So I'm gonna take the pending. And I'm more. Yeah, I'll take pending. I think they're both good. Jeez. Every time. Titania. uh Exploration Titania helps a lot. We're missing out on Inti, but we're not entirely in those colors. Yeah, not a lot else, so we'll take Titania. This pack. There's a crop rotation. If we get Strip Mine, could be okay. Otherwise, Urza's Bauble. I'm not very big on Tifa. This can help with some fixing, but it's not fetchable. The thing is, I really don't love crop rotation, but if we do get Strip Mine, it's good enough that I'll speculate on it. I just don't think it's a great card. That might have been greedy because I could have taken the white-red fixing, and then if we wheel Renin 6, we have one more way to play it. And that maybe is the correct thing to do. Okay, well we don't wheel Renin 6, so that's kind of helpful. City of Traders is actually pretty interesting. This enables a fast Titania, and then it also kind of kills itself to trigger Titania as well. Cankerbloom is interesting. It just kind of does some stuff. If we think we're gonna splash blue Seachrome Coast or maybe a Baleful Mastery, but I'll just take a City of Traders. I think this enables some cool stuff. Here, okay, maybe this was the Renin 6 pack. Grist is really tempting here. Lotus Cobra Exploration is also pretty spicy with City of Traders too. Green Suns can grab Titania. That's the only one right now. I think I'm going to take Grist over the Cobra. The Cobra, I'm just kind of trying my new theory that it's just every card that requires something else in the current Magic Online Vintage Cube at least. Just kind of avoid it and just play the cards that are good on their own. So far it seems to be working. Like Lotus Cobra requires other stuff. Grist, you just play it. Rising Canopy is perfect. I really like Unexpectedly Absent, although double white definitely hurts it. Okay, Kolaghan's Command here is pretty tempting. Getting back Titania, getting back Grist, Bowmasters. This is a lot of late blue. Meticulous Archive being fetchable by Windswept Teeth is also pretty tempting, but I think a late Kolaghan's Command is also sort of a sign. But, you know, it could go either way because blue opens up things like Oko, or Uro, Oko, Nadu. This isn't the best Nadu shell, though. Wow, okay. Jeez. I wish I had more time. This would be City of Traders, Rising Canopy. I'm gonna take Hex Drinker. If that, wow, this is great to pick up. If that was a fetchable green-white duel, I would take it. But it's not. Wow, we are well in the open lane, as is usually the case when you avoid blue. I think maybe part of the reason why I think blue is so bad is everyone fights over it, and there's just not enough in that color to support like that many people. Like, sure, it's good if you can get, you know, Daze, Mana Drain, that kind of thing, Ancestral. I think I'm passing Ancestral though. We are nowhere in the colors, and I've train wrecked way too many drafts trying to take this card, so I think I'm passing it. We can take Swords, and we can take Bloodstained Mire. Someone else is definitely drafting lands because someone took Crucible of Worlds. So I think, like, if we ignore Exploration Crop Rotation, maybe even Kolaghan's Command, we just have, like, a really sick deck. And this is just more on my theory of how to draft is, like, if we had committed all in on lands, you have these cards like Crop Rotation that you just can't play in another deck. Whereas Hex Drinker, Pending, Freebooter, Bowmaster, all these cards are just great kind of no matter what. So I think I'm going to take Swords because it's so good over Bloodstained, but I don't know. Bloodstained is really good, mostly with Titania, but I have 3 things that are already good with Titania. I'm going to take Swords. Mox Diamond, however. Wow, that opens up so many things. Mox Diamond is perfect here. This is like the best card ever for a deck that's a couple colors and really wants early fixing, but then also has some type of land synergy, like Mox Diamond enables fast Titania, and Titania can get back the land you discarded to the Mox. Stuff like that. So I love this, and we're just going to take it. It's also really good in decks that want to run a high land count, which decks like this often do. Here we have Snuff Out. I think I've said this before, but I think Zernorb Titania is a trap. It's fun. You can definitely do it. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I think if you're trying to be like fully optimal, something like a Snuff Out's gonna get you further than a Zernorb would. And I think this is just what I take. Snuff Out, Swords, Pending, Reprieve. Like a removal suite's gonna be really nice. And then we could take something like a Palace Jailer. That's very good. There's Walk-in Closet, which is sort of a Crucible type thing. I don't think we need. The biggest trouble with Palace Jailer is it's double white, but I think for a card like this, we can definitely make that work. The mana in this deck is currently a big hurdle. Raucous Theater can make Kolaghan's Command more possible. Bristly Bill makes things bigger, which is fine. We could take a Night's Whisper, which is pretty good with this much cheap removal. Pending, Swords, Reprieve, Bowmasters. I'll take Night's Whisper. Nissa. Huh. Okay. Nissa's interesting. Once Upon a Time can help with our mana situation. I mean, we have so many creatures, right? Palace Jailer, Titania, Bowmasters, that Once Upon a Time's kind of sick there. I love Nissa more than anybody. This deck doesn't have a ton of acceleration. Although Nissa, we have City of Traders Mox Diamond that can go a long way, but I think we're still more looking for consistency than anything else, and Once Upon a Time sort of gets us more in that direction. Spar's headquarters, green, white, blue. It is our first fetchable green-white duel, so I probably take this. With only one green creature, we're not Hex Drinkering, not Nodoing, don't have enough creatures for Cradle, and Mindstone's okay, but let's get the playables first. Pest Infestation is just insane. We have a lot of creature removal. This is it's just disgusting. I'm gonna take this. There was Lightning Greaves to go with the Nadu. I'm not that hurt about it. We'll take this. This deck is looking for definitely mana fixing. But I think now like a couple mana elves, if we can get the mana to play them, would be nice because turn 2 Grist would be great. Turn 2 Pest Infestation is pretty nice. There's an Oust. Kind of the only playable card for us. Talisman of Dominance can help with ramp, but we're not really ramping. Thopter Foundry's okay. Colonnade's okay. We can Oust. Okay, this pack, not a lot of great stuff. Sentinel of the Nameless City is pretty good. We don't have enough creatures really to enable White of the Reliquary, but this is the kind of card, just like the 1-mana win cons, that's great. We're going to be playing maybe a high land count if we do run Exploration in this deck. Although, I don't know if high land count plus a bunch of cheap removal is really like the best place to be. So, we'll see. Yavimaya, if we can get the mana for this, it's pretty nice. This card, I mean, it lets us cast Titania, but I think Teferi is good if we have mana. We'll see. I'm really just not entirely sure like why Yavimaya is in the cube. They cut Rafellos, which is unhinged to me. That's like the best Yavimaya card. And it's not like green decks need that much support. Boseju's pretty nice. This kind of helps. This card is great. I don't know what's all of these late blue cards. I went on this whole speech about how blue is never open, and then blue is wheeling so late. I'll take this, I guess. Take this. Rancor. Okay, we're gonna need a good pack 3. We're definitely fighting with people over our colors. Blue, it's like blue is open, but like the weird blue cards. You know what I mean? Misty Rainforest is great. This card is messed up, but I don't think, again, it's worth train wrecking our deck for. Misty can grab, I guess, just Spar's headquarters. So it can't actually get black currently. But if we see a green-white, like, hopefully by the end of this pack, we can make Misty work. I don't think this is a fast spawn deck. Eagles is okay. Yeah, we'll take the fetch. Okay, this pack, there's Generous Ent, which can get pretty much just Spar's headquarters. I don't have any other good duels yet. So maybe Wastewood Verge is currently better, just on the off chance I don't get a Bayou. It's lower risk to take this, although this card often tends to come around, but so does this. So maybe there's not a ton of risk either way. We'll just take the less risky one. Oof. Ocelot Pride. Avacyn's Pilgrim. Grief. A bunch of lands we can't play. Okay. Pride we have... I don't think we're making Teferi work. Pride is pretty good. Especially turn 1 with all this removal, we can definitely get in a hit. I'm going to take that. I think Pilgrim tends to come around. Chrome Mox, Temple Garden is our first untapped fetchable green-white duel, right? Yeah. I think I have to take this, hope to wheel Tide Hollow Chrome Mox. But yeah, the first untapped fetchable duel is so important with this many fetches. So now our mana is pretty good. We have 2 fetches. And then we have green-white or black-white as targets. And then some other duels, Once Upon a Time can help with the mana. Mox Diamond helps with the mana too. So I think we're okay on mana at this point. We also currently have 4 blue sources for free. So I'm not ruling out this Teferi, but I'm not ruling it in either, if that makes sense. Wow. Okay. Bayou gives us the whole trifecta of fetchable lands. And I think I just do that. Okay, now our mana is amazing. Now I'm very happy. Really hope I get that Generous Ent to wheel over the Wastewood Verge. but we'll see. Sowing Myco Spawn. So we don't currently have Strip Mine or Wasteland, so this gets quite a bit worse. Containment Priest can protect us against the unfair decks, but it doesn't like kill our opponent. We have 2 cards that can let us kick this, which is fine but not great. But it is really good. It's good value, and it can grab even just like a Horizon Canopy can draw us cards. So I think I'd probably still take it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. There we go. Field of the Dead. Oh no, Jitte. Is this a good Jitte deck? How many creatures do we have? Because Field of the Dead in this deck is sick with Myco Spawn. This would make me want to put Exploration in as well. I think I'm gonna play this. Jitte is awesome. I love the card, but we're kind of just like one step short of a win condition, and Field of the Dead puts us solidly in. Hey, this deck can win the game. Great with Myco Spawn, great with Titania. It kind of brings everything together because now we're just a control deck that has this inevitable win condition that's really sick. So very happy about that. Much to my dismay, I don't think I can play Gush. Mother of Runes is insane, but Waterlogged Grove, I guess I don't currently have any way to get back lands, but this can help us play Teferi. I wish I could also have taken Jitte. I'll take Waterlogged Grove. I don't think this is a mom deck. Fast Bond is definitely better than Exploration. Memory Jar, Questing Beast. We have no way to loop stuff, because Titania just brings a thing back. So this would basically be upgrading Exploration. I don't think I would play both. Otherwise, there's like a Questing Beast. Eagles of the North also just gives us insane mana. I think I'm going to take Fast Bond and just upgrade our Exploration here. Talon Gates is pretty good. It is a different type of land that we can use to stop our opponents from doing stuff. Pretty good with Field of the Dead. Generous Ent is a card we could genuinely just play that helps with fixing. Stuff out's 0. I wish I had more time. This pack, I definitely need more time here. I'm going to take a Talon Gates. Blood Crypt, Uvenwald Oddity, Evanston's Pilgrim. So I only have one. Actually, none of these can fetch Blood Crypt, so I'm not splashing black. Pilgrim, because I have Fast Bond, I think this deck kind of just wants more spells. I'm going to take the Oddity, even though I'm not in love with it. Tidehollow Scholar is perfect. Very happy about that. And then Savannah versus Shadowy Backstreet. I think the first Surveil land's actually kind of good. We can fetch it with only one of our fetches. But this lets us play a high land count without being so concerned about things. Take the Krasis. Shallow Grave. Okay. Not the best deck ever, but honestly not terrible. Let's do this. I could be running Teferi in this deck. This is 20 playables with 20 lands and Fast Bond. Seems okay to me. Do I want to run Exploration as well? Because that can really just like ramp us up pretty quickly. Yeah, I think so. If we cut Oust or Exploration, I do kind of wish I had one of the Crucible effects, but I'm not that upset about it. So this is 20, so I could run 20 lands, Fast Bond Exploration, and then we just have Titania plus the other stuff. I think that's actually not that bad. Oh, and Mox Diamond is a spell too. So I think I'm going to run it like this. Do we run Mox Diamond in a Fast Bond Exploration deck is another good question. It fixes the mana, but it's specifically not a land with Field of the Dead. I think I actually cut it. And this lets me run a ton of lands. 2, 2, and 2. We want green turn 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources. This will be 9, 10. I want 11 turn 1 green. Black, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black sources currently, which is honestly kind of enough. So let's drop a black. White, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 white sources. That's also enough. All right, let's run it like that. See how it goes. See you all round 1. All right, we're playing against J-Man Schwartz. Oh, this hand is an untapped green source away from being awesome. I think it's still worth taking, but we need green mana pretty badly. Opponent goes Forest Pass. We draw untapped Forest. Excellent. Let's go Forest, Fast Bond. Let's go Spar's Headquarters. Take a damage. Shadowy Backstreet. Surveil 1. Tidehollow Scholar. So next turn we're going to play Sowing Mycospawn with Kicker. I don't think I need a Tidehollow Scholar, although it does. I mean, it goes pretty hard. It does go pretty hard. Stops them from doing things, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be one away from Field of the Dead. Well, I'm Sowing Mycospawn for Field of the Dead. So the question is, do I want Tidehollow Scholar? Because I don't have Strip Mine, right? But Sowing Mycospawn's going to exile their land. That's right. So I exile their land and then Tidehollow their good cards. I guess it's probably better than the average draw. And just on the off chance that they do anything else, let's do this to bluff the Mana Tithe. I don't have green to play Sentinel, but that's okay. We're going to hold City of Traders because I don't want to play it if they kill my stuff. But this is the beauty of Fast Bond. If you want this card to work, you really have to play a high land count, and I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. So we get to exile a Taiga. They have Renin 6, but really the tempo of eating their land is what we're after more than denying them mana. Although it is worth noting that this deck would absolutely love to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. This deck would absolutely love to play green, like Strip Miner Wasteland. Cast with Kicker. So exile their Taiga. Search for a land card put on the battlefield. That's going to be Field of the Dead. Exile your land. Go ahead. So any land lets us trigger Field of the Dead, as long as it's not one of our duplicate forests. Sentinel plus the map will be able to kill Renin 6 likely. They grab Basic Mountain. They play Gao. Hey, Gao plus Renin 6 is pretty spicy. We get a land back. Gao does 2 damage to us. So we're pretty happy with any land and also any spell. That's a good place to be. Except for Exploration. Exploration is the worst draw in our deck. Everything else is like just good removal or good value. Take 2. Ocelot Pride. We currently can't gain life. Let's go play Sentinel. Get a map. Crack the map on our Mycospawn. Grist the Hunger Tide. Put that into your graveyard. No, I'm pretty happy about that one. So we get that. Let's attack Renin 6 with Sowing Mycospawn. That's 4 damage. They could just take it and go to 1, but then that makes... Like, I don't want them pinging Ocelot Pride, basically. It goes to 1. Let's Tidehollow Scholar. See what you got cooking. Okay. This is rough. Untap target creature. It gains hexproof reach, and whenever this creature becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power to up to 1 target creature. So, this can do 3 damage if they attack. Otherwise, Minsc and Boo is coming down pretty quickly, and that's pretty rough. They do have to lose their thing in order to do that. If I take Minsc and Boo, and basically, if I take Legolas's Quick Reflexes, they can't do a whole lot next turn. They can Renin 6 downtick on Ocelot Pride. They can't really attack me with Gao because I just block with the Sentinel. But then they have Minsc and Boo coming down the following turn, which is pretty rough. If I take Minsc and Boo, they have Quick Reflexes. They can just play it on Gao, kill the Tidehollow Scholar, and then do the same thing next turn anyway. And then I'm just down a Tidehollow Scholar. So I think I'm going to take the Quick Reflexes and then just get down an Ocelot Pride. We have the City's Blessing. If they want to get Reflexes, they have to attack with Gao. We're drawing Grist, which actually is a pretty good answer to Minsc and Boo after the first attack. They play Bloodstained Mire, which I'm sure we've seen before. And this is gone. They get back a land, so they're not killing the Ocelot Pride. No attacks with Gao, I'm assuming. Okay, take 2. We draw Grist. What are we doing with Grist? I don't think... I can sacrifice Grist, so they're going to have Minsc and Boo. I likely want to uptick Grist here. This has Vigilant, which is kind of great. So I'm gonna get a map token. I think I probably want to save Grist or something else. Although if I play Grist and I down ticket killing Gao, then I can't kill Minsc and Boo. So, okay, we're going to attack. Attack Ren and 6 with this. Do I hold back Sowing Myco Spawn to just trade with Minsc and Boo? Potentially. They could chump with Gao, but I think that's okay. Let's play this. Attack with just Sentinel Vigilance at Ren and 6. Okay, Ren and 6 is dead. Minsc and Boo is alive. Let's put the map token on Sowing Myco Spawn makes it big enough to block their thing. So let's do that. Palace Jailer. No, I want that. That's insane. The problem is now I don't want to lose Palace Jailer to Grist. So let's play Grist. Is it awkward to just not do anything with Grist? If they play Minsc and Boo, I get to Palace Jailer and then kill them. I don't want to mill the Palace Jailer because it's absurd. I guess I just throw Ocelot Pride at Gao here. Or just keep it as it is. They can attack for 3 plus 5 is kind of a lot. Yep. Let's throw Ocelot Pride at Gao. Sacrifice a creature, this one. This is only because the top card of my deck is Palace Jailer, and I want to draw that pretty badly. Here comes the Planeswalker, I assume. I mean, if Minsc and Boo, we just go Palace Jailer the hamster, kill Minsc and Boo. They're in trouble. Sowing Myco Spawn is big enough to block. They can sack the hamster to kill Grist and draw 1, but then they're in like a really bad spot. So Minsc and Boo's down, and I think Mountain is down. Okay, he's big. So we draw just an insane card here. Palace Jailer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this. Exile the Boo. Let's attack. Kill Minsc and Boo. Attack them. Get a map. Let's, I guess, uptick Grist first. It's going to mill land, isn't it? X-Drinker. Okay. Then we can map token just to make the insect a little bit bigger. No, because I'm probably going to sack the insect if I use it. Let's make Palace Jailer a little bigger. And then we get to play a land and get Field of the Dead triggers. Perfect. Then draw a card. Snuff out. Even more perfect. This deck is disgusting. There you go. Their deck's very scary. Minsc and Boo, Ren and 6, all that stuff. Terrifying. But we have like good removal, good interaction. I'm not so concerned. Although our start was insane with it, like turn 2, turn 2, Sowing Myco Spawn with Kicker. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, we have no accelerants, but we have Bowmasters, Freebooter, and Myco Spawn, plus a Palace Jailer. So yeah, and our opponent mulligan to 6. So I'm hoping they don't have like an insane turn 2. Do I go turn 1 Field of the Dead? It's the slowest play. Yeah, sure. It enters tapped. Kind of sad if they strip mine it, but that's okay. Okay, Carry Zev we don't care too much about. Although if they play Gut next turn, it's going to be rough. Okay, so Misty Rainforest can grab green, black, but I want white. And this can get white, this can be white. So if I go Swamp Freebooter, this can see what's going on there. Chain Lightning, Legolas's Quick Reflexes, and Nissa who shakes the world. So if they draw a land, they can play Bristly Bill. Quick Reflex is good to know about. Becomes tapped, it deals damage equal to its power. And this creates a creature tapped and attacking. So that doesn't even work. So let's take Chain Lightning and then just know about Legolas's Quick Reflexes. If they don't draw land, they're super dead though. Play, okay. This is the beauty of playing so many lands in your deck. They attack, they get a 2/1 monkey. That has menace and I don't want to trade with the monkey. Wait, what? What? What is happening? Alright. I don't know if they know how that card works. I'll take 3. Okay, Quick Reflex is down. I think they thought they could untap and then like re-get the attack trigger or something, but they just green discard a card basically right there. Forest Headquarters Plains. So they have all that stuff. Oh, Chain Lightning's gone too. So it's just Bristly Bill and some stuff. Let's go, I guess in this exact spot, I will play Spar's Headquarters. That gives me green for sowing Myco Spawn and then also white for Palace Jailer. And we will attack like this for 1. Oh man. Sorry, opponent. That's gonna die. You get a Ragavan. I guess I should have killed it before they get exalted triggers, but it doesn't matter that much. They get a thing. I take some damage. Kill this. They probably concede to this, but we'll see. Okay, that comes in. Plains. Yeah, I will just Palace Jailer the carry Zev. Eat this. They're not here. Sometimes I just see if people are chatting. Do I attack? Yeah. Let's hold back just 2, so that I can keep the Monarch if they have something ridiculous. 17, draw card. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here comes Bristly Bill. I might even wait to kick Sowing Myco Spawn. We'll see. Okay, they play the thing. Sentinel is disgusting. So we get to go Sentinel, play it, get a map. And I just want to hold up Reprieve, so I'm not even going to crack the map here. Because I don't know how they're ever beating Reprieve. Bristly Bill, we can Reprieve. I guess I'm going to keep back Kitesail Freebooter just on the off chance they have something. Because if they go Bristly Bill, put a counter on birds, they could get back Palace Jailer, which would be kind of devastating. Alright, see you next round. Hey, if you're looking for more of my content, I'm actually posting daily on my Caleb Gannon channel, doing a ton of variety from Slay the Spire, Merge Maestro, Star Vaders, Clover Pit. There'll be a lot more different types of content coming, so if you're interested at all in just more content, go check out Caleb Gannon Gaming, link in the description. Oh, right, we're playing against... I don't even know how to say that. Let's go first. This hand is turn 2 Sentinel, but City of Traders is pretty precarious in that spot because I basically have nothing else to do after that. So I'm gonna mulligan. This hand, let me tell you something about this hand. I think I'm actually gonna keep this. It has Boseiju, it has Pending, and those are, you know, kind of 2 good things. We have some card draw if we need it. We have the ability to surveil. I think though, yeah, let's bottom the forest. We have Field of the Dead, so we're just kind of building towards that. And we want to go as fast as possible. So let's start on Shadowy Backstreet here. There we go. Put that on top. Not the best fast spawn, but we're setting up for Field of the Dead pretty quickly. If only we had mulligan to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess just 6. Not that bad. The Imperial Seal. The one thing that's a little rough is I can't hold up Fast Bond and Boseiju. But I think given that we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty close to Field of the Dead, I think I just play this out. Play Fast Bond. Play this. Play this. And play this. Go ahead. So Titania would be a great... not the best draw ever, but decent. Opponent does nothing. We're not going to crack Waterlogged Grove yet. Temple Garden is fine. We will play it tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 1 land away. So now we're in the great spot of any land, amazing top deck. Any spell, pretty amazing top deck. They kind of are giving me vibes of Orcish Bowmasters here. They Miracle Metamorphosis Fanatic. Interesting. They could just play it as a 2 mana 4/4. Yeah, it's not bad. 2 mana 4/4 lifelink even. Really hard for me to Prismatic Ending too. So any land is good, any spell is good. Once Upon a Time, sort of like an expensive land spell, but that's okay. I think I'm gonna take Sentinel. It blocks pretty well, and the map token can potentially draw me into a land this turn, so it could be basically a land and a creature. 2/3, play this, get a map, crack the map here, take a damage. Grist the Hunger Tide. Don't want to graveyard that. No. Grist is pretty good. Man, we keep... I'm mulligan and put a land down. If this was a 7-card hand, we would have another 2/2 here and be much better. What do you got, opponent? Bitter Triumph, discarding Gristlebrand. Okay. Reanimate Gristlebrand. Just attack me for 4. All acceptable. So we're drawing Grist, who isn't the best in this spot, but she can make a chump blocker for the Fanatic. 1, green, black. Play Grist. Make an insect. We lose Ocelot Pride. Honestly, not that big of a deal. Grist in play. I will chump with the insect. Because now any land becomes something I can sack to Grist. Or like the token it makes, I mean. And once I play land, then I can sack Waterlogged Grove to draw 2. They animate dead on Gristlebrand. At least I can exile the thing. They're going to draw a ton of cards, which is kind of rough, but we'll see what's happening. Okay, that's pretty rough. We do want our pending, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, this deck needs a strip mine so badly. Torsten and a land, so they probably are going to reanimate a Torsten, and we're probably losing this game. Snuff out. Alright, I'm going to sack this to draw and see if I hit anything, but we're going to hit a land now. That's going to be pretty sad. Ugh. Would have been good before. We're dead here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one short. Okay. Reanimator. I don't have a ton of sideboarding for it. Just like an oust, which is probably better than Prismatic Ending, but I'm not entirely sure. I think pending deals with a lot of things. We'll see. I'm just gonna run it the same. Let's go first. Static Prison's good. Night's Whisper's good. We'll keep this. Maybe we need like a Bojuka Bog in the cube. They mold a 6. Still pretty sketch, but we'll see what happens. Turn 1, healed. They Thoughtseize my Night's Whisper. Don't like that. Okay, Lotus Petal. Turn 1, Witherbloom Apprentice. Okay. I could die turn 2, which would be kind of funny, given how much I hate on this. So, how likely is it do I think they're going to kill me turn 2? They did go turn 1 Lotus Petal Witherbloom, which does enable a turn 2 kill if they have Chain of Smog. I think we're going to play it just a little bit safe. Because they went so all in on this, we can Static Prison this dude. And if they get it later, that's fine. But this buys me at least 2 turns of them not killing it. I just don't see why you make this play if you're not going for turn 2 Chain of Smog. Or Jitte. Also, Jitte is kind of gross. So that goes down. Pay to prevent this. Yes. And we're going to go Bayou, Grist. Grist will get stuff down. Jitte in play. They Bitter Triumph the Grist. Okay. Pretty good. So Grist can no longer kill the Witherbloom dude. Bowmasters currently can't. So let's pay 2 to prevent this. Or pay 1 thing. So I'm assuming they're going to Chain of Smog me next turn. And I need to find one of my many removal spells to deal with it. Let's draw off Night's Whisper first. City of Trader's Force. That's a lot of lands. Windswept Heath. Attack you for 1. So I can fetch a Surveil land. They also might just have done this so they could Jitte quicker, but we'll see. Emperor of Bones. I don't think that can reanimate Grist, but that is spicy. Maybe it can. Okay, you got an Emperor of Bones. They equip Jitte to the Emperor. That's pretty gross. They have 1 card in hand. Maybe it's not Chain of Smog. I can Besage you to kill Jitte. That's not too much of a worry. Grist goes away. That's fine. Let's fetch a Surveil land here. Shadowy Backstreet. Horizon Canopy, we can graveyard. That's a lot of lands. You get your dude back. I get to go Forest. And then I have Bowmasters plus Boseiju up. I could be dead to an infinite combo. We'll see. I am not. And I think this actually might end up okay. The adapt, can you do it any time? I wish these things said what adapt does. I think you can adapt at instant speed. But I need to look up what adapt does. Okay, they can do it at instant speed, so they can make this a 4/4 kind of whenever. It would force them to do it right now. So let's start with the Bowmasters and see what happens. Bowmasters. If I hit Emperor of Bones for 1, I can force an early adapt on nothing. And then I can just double block Witherbloom Apprentice with my creatures, keep Bowmasters alive. I would lose the Bowmasters in that case, I guess. And they would have Emperor of Bones, which could eat my Bowmasters, and then that would be kind of bad. So I think I leave them with Emperor of Bones. No, let's force the adapt now. Oh, that's even better. Wow, they just used it right away. Okay. They have no creatures to put into play, right? Wrist. Wait, that does work. Holy cow. Maybe that is insane. They do that. We're going to block here. Then we're going to Boseiju the Jite. No Jite for you. You get a land, though. You get a Grist for 1 activation, which probably just gives them a 1/1. So we have Bowmasters against Emperor of Bones. And we're drawing live to Field of the Dead. And they have 2 cards in hand. I'm assuming one is Chain of Smog, which they might just cast here. Bloodchief's Thirst. Okay. You got it. Grist is down, so I'm taking 5. It's a pretty fast clock. Not gonna lie. Ooh. That would have been good last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this is pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6. So the next land will be 7, and then I can keep triggering Field of the Dead. So yeah, let's go City of Traders and just make a lot of pests. 6 pests to be exact. And then every land is great. I just have to make sure I don't play Forest first. And we've already used their Emperor of Bones activation. They should have waited. They should have waited until I blocked to use that. So we'll see what happens with Emperor. They can exile Boseiju. Interesting. I can block him with everything. Definitely want to trade here. Do I just take it and then try and race them because I have 5 attackers? That seems kind of good. I'm at pretty high life total. Yeah, let's try and race. Go up to 8. I don't want this in their graveyard because then Animate Dead is live. Right now it's not that good. Maybe they just didn't have Chain of Smog. Maybe I'm making stuff up. I'm really happy about this now. So we get to do this. Get a zombie, then sacrifice a land. Then sack this. Then we attack them for 5. They go to 11. You get to exile a thing. Horizon Canopy. You got it. Little did they know, Titania is still the homie. So unfortunately, Forest does not trigger Field of the Dead here, I don't think, because I need 7 different types. They attack me for 4. I'm going to take the 4 and then see what they have. Okay, they just pass with everything up. You got it. That's the worst possible draw, but it's okay. So now we're going to hold back some pests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I do this, then I have lethal next turn and a chump blocker to keep me alive. And if they kill the pest, then I'm still alive here. The only downside to this is if they hold back, I can't quite kill them, I don't think. Yeah, drawing Force was so bad. If I had another zombie, we're in such a good shape here. That is the downside of having used City of Traders, but it gave me 2 additional pests, which have done 4 damage, so it's definitely worth it. The other good thing is, I think this is literally all the forests in my deck. So now we're drawing 100% live. Opponent's thinking about stuff. Chain of Smog. Animate Dead on Orcish Bowmasters. Pretty good. You got it. I can't kill it in response here. I don't have a Boseiju, so they get a Bowmasters. They're gonna hit the Pest. So, can I kill them? They hit the Pest. They have 1 card in hand. I don't think Swordsing. When this creature enters, this creature deals 1 damage to any target, then amass Orcs 1. So they can chump with the Bowmasters. But killing this in response doesn't stop them from getting the token, I don't think. So the Pest dies. I gain a life. Do I want to go to 1? I don't think so. I guess I shouldn't have let them do that. Yeah, I shouldn't have let them exile the land. It doesn't matter too much, but I will Swords this now. 1 card in hand. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Palace Jailer. This exile target creature. I think I will get the Bowmasters off of this, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I'll get it. So let's hit the Bowmasters. That dies, whatever. Let's attack them with a bunch of stuff. I'm at 5, so it's not that big of a deal. No, let's make sure they die. I don't want them having that many top decks. We trade. Gain a life. Play this forest? Or do I hold the forest because if I draw like a fast bond, it'll help me get more stuff. I think I hold the forest. There we go. What is this? Troll of Khazad-dûm. You got it. And then you die. Ooh, okay. I really want to know if they had the discard spell in hand. Reanimator with some weird stuff. I think all the instant speed removal is good. I'm assuming they have the kill spells. We'll see though. Turn 1 fast bond, swords, pest infestation, sowing Myco spawn. Yes, keep this. I can't swords literally turn 1, I can swords turn 2. So if they do Chain of Smog me on the 2nd turn, I lose. But if I draw... Oh, they mulligan to 5. Wow. That's pretty good with this hand. Just don't Lotus Petal me. Alright, I think Single Plains is interesting. Mana Tithe on Fast Bond would be a little rough, but we gotta make it work here. Doesn't feel like a Mana Tithe deck. Perfect. Let's play this and see what we're drawing. Static Prison. I actually don't want. Put that in the graveyard. That does damage. Play this. Make a damage. And I'm going to shock in Temple Garden here. Going a little low, but it lets me hold up swords so I don't just auto die to like some shallow grave thing. Or yeah, if they like animate dead Troll of Khazad-dûm. I guess I just pest infestation, but yeah, please be animate dead. Jite. Okay. I think City of Traders is disgusting. We're gonna do it. This cast with kicker. Oh, it's disgusting. All right. Exile Bayou. Grab a land. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's grab Field of the Dead. 6. Exile that. Go ahead. Next turn I can pest infestation for a whole bunch and hold up swords. And this is why Sowing Myco Spawn is the GOAT. Our deck is missing a wasteland, it's missing a strip mine, and we're still able to do the things we want to do. Opponent's not complaining, but I would. This card is, you can't counter it. You can't do anything to stop it. We draw Scrubland. So let's float mana, play this, get a zombie, sacrifice that land. Then we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or pest infestation for a whole lot here. Playing around Mana Tithe. Okay, attack you for 3. Toxic Deluge would be pretty rough in this spot, but We're also drawing live to basically everything. We'll see what they have. They're thinking for a while. This is disgusting, by the way. This is why I value the card so highly. It finds Field of the Dead. If we had Strip Mine here, oh, kill that, go crazy. Uh, yeah, it's just good. We did. I mean, our draws have been pretty nuts. We'll see. It kind of feels like they're timing us out. We'll come back if that is or is not the case. Oh, hey, they are back. Okay, they're Blood Chief's thirsting a token. Love that. Balance would be disgusting. But I don't think they would Blood Chief's thirst a token if they're playing balance. Balance would be insane. Kill all my stuff. I guess they go down to one card in hand if they play balance, but I would lose all my lands. Talon Gates of Madara. I can make instant speed zombies. Are you kidding me? That's insane. All right. I can also this can save me from a lot of stuff. Maybe this card is just this is the realness in this kind of deck. Tide Hollow Scholar. I think they're just dead. Because so this is gonna trigger. If I kill it in response to the trigger, then I lose swords forever. So swords is in my hand now. But I think I get to Talon Gates of Madara, make this phase out, and then just kill them. Opponent's fighting the good fight. I need to look up what phasing out does. I can stop this from blocking. So currently they block here and they take 6 and they don't die. Does phase out protect me from removal? Because I might just have to, I might set it up so they have to block this. So if I put this into play, phase this out, they have to kill this, and then I hit them for 8. So they would need a removal spell and to block. Yeah, let's put this into play. Okay, I think we're in the finals. See you there. Alright, we're here in the finals with our 20 land deck. Being on the play definitely helps. Although with Fast Bond, it's less important for our deck to be on the play, I think. My opponent is playing Lutri the Spell Chaser. So we're on the play. This is a pretty bad hand, but we're running 20 lands that we're quite likely to hit. That being said, this hand doesn't do anything until we hit a white source, which we're running 10. I think I'm running so many lands that we're gonna hit. We need to hit by turn 3, so we get 2 draw steps to hit any land, and then we can at least play Pest Infestation. My opponent mulligan to 6. Yeah, I think this feels right. Because our deck is 50% land in total. We have 2, so there's 18 out of 33. So every draw is like above 50% to hit. Once Upon a Time helps a lot. Let's do that. And we'll Once Upon a Time at the end of their turn. We really want to hit a white-black land. Oh, wait. I don't even have to pay mana for this. I haven't played a spell yet. So I can draw and then Once Upon a Time if I wanted to. That's right. I could have just done this a little goofy, I guess. That is a little goofy. I guess I'll draw and see what I'm hitting here. City of Traders. That's interesting. I could City of Traders Sowing Mycospawn. That goes pretty hard. Let's see what this gives us. Fast Bond and Exploration. So we're not getting any faster. Field of the Dead's already in play. Basic Plains kind of helps me, but not a lot. Yep, I think I do City of Traders. Let's go Plains. Play this. 4 mana. They can't really counter this. At least the important part. This is gonna grab... What am I grabbing? Windswept Heath makes Titania better draw, but I already have City of Traders. Talon Gates. Shadowy Backstreet means I can't hit Titania, right? So I guess I grab Windswept Heath and then I can fetch a Shadowy Backstreet if I want to. Or Misty Rainforest can't grab those. So I'm gonna get this one. Play this. And my opponent has 2 mana up. Don't entirely know what's up, but we'll see what happens. I hope they just play a creature, and then I can Palace Jailer. Oh, they do nothing. Don't know what to do with that, to be honest. Titania is the only double green card I have so much fixing. I think I do fetch a Surveil land. Talon Gates of Madara. Let's ditch that. Wasteland Verge. Cool. So let's start by attacking them. And I think I do have to lose my City of Traders here. I mean, my hand's so good. I want black, white here, and then I can Pest Infestation just to make a 2/2/2s, I guess, if I need to. So let's flip mana here, play this, lose City of Traders. But, like, we kind of, like, we're turn 4 with 4 lands still. City of Traders plus this is such a sick combo. Then we'll play Tide Hollow, see what's going on. Playing around Mana Leak and all that jazz. They Mana Drain. Think into Stupor. Okay. It goes to my hand. I can't currently play it. I think I will just Pest Infestation. I have Prismatic Ending to deal with a lot of stuff. And I just want things in play in case they have like a Planeswalker or something like that. Okay, they recall. Is this like a weird Brain Freeze thing? Ledger Shredder. That's pretty good Palace Jailer target, I tell you what. Boseiju Who Endures. Yeah, let's Palace Jailer. Although, I really want to Tide Hollow Scholar, but this is so much pressure. Wastewood Verge, Palace Jailer. This, white, white. This, so we don't take damage. We're playing around Mana Tide. They'd have to Force of Will. Eat this. There's not a lot of hasty blue creatures around. Hit you for 5. Draw a card off the Monarch. Kitesail Freebooter plus Tide Hollow Scholar is so gross. I think the only thing that can get my opponent out of this is like a Time Walk type situation. Or like a Underworld Breach combo. But I think the tempo of this is so strong that I can't not do it. Fortunately, Treachery's not in the cube. Fractured Identity would be gross. Ooh, that would be pretty gross. Fractured Identity on Palace Jailer? Let's not talk about that. Don't do that one. I don't want that to happen. But it's cool. Nobody plays Fractured Identity anymore, right? They just pass with all their mana up. Love to see that. Okay, let's go black, white, Kitesail Freebooter. See what's going on here. It could be a Cryptic Command. Maybe I attack first. Because Cryptic Command counter tap is pretty rough. Let's attack first. This. Do I hold back a Pest? I have 2 creatures to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Pest. I can still present lethal here. Okay, now we get to go Kitesail Freebooter, see what's up. See what's in your hand. Interesting. Very interesting. So, they can go Mystic Confluence into Wrath of God if they want to. Huh. That's a spicy hand. I think the play is to take Mystic Confluence, and then they have no plays. Although next turn they can go Wrath of God plus Mana Drain into Time Warp, but I have the Monarch this whole time. So if I take Mystic Confluence, they don't get to do anything with their mana this turn. I don't play into Mana Drain. They untap in Wrath, but I have the Monarch this whole time. Yeah, we're going to take this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play this. So next turn, a land is good. Spells are good. And they have Lutri in their deck as well. I know about that. We draw Snuff Out. They can kill a Lutri. But the Monarch is huge here. It's insane. And we know a lot about their deck too, which is good. So they have to Wrath, and then they hold up Mana Drain. Control creatures, they can't be regenerated. Not a lot that I can do about this. Wrath of God is down, I gain some life. And they played Island as well. So any land is good. That's a good land. Let's play that and make a zombie. Can I get them to Mana Drain and Ocelot Pride? Play an Ocelot Pride. Or do I want to crack Canopy first? Because that could draw me something even better. I don't think they Mana Drain the Ocelot Pride because they could just oust. But it is kind of nuts. Play this. They don't counter that. I kind of want to just leave them having to hold up Mana Drain. This is a 2-turn clock here. Right? If I play Tide Hello, it eats Mana Drain. And then they have Oust Time Warp. Let's crack this. Hex Drinker. That one's pretty good. If they mana drain this, they're gonna get 2 extra mana. They can go like Lutri and Time Warp. Let's play this dude, Hex Drinker. Kind of have to mana drain that one. Okay, let's level him up. Go ahead, draw a card. Forest. That triggers Field of the Dead. So they don't have any extra mana drain mana now. They can Time Warp. That doesn't do a whole lot. Time Warp plus Oust, I guess, is whatever. Second from the top, gain 3 life. You got it. Unfortunately, doesn't trigger my Ocelot Pride. So Time Warp is down. Oust is down. This is also the beauty of Field of the Dead. Like, I don't have to play into counter spells. Balance is pretty good. Yeah. Fair. Sacrifice all creatures. I could have played Snuff Out, but I think it's not that big of a deal. So they're at 6. Forest Night's Whisper. Let's go. I'm going to start with Night's Whisper and see if they mana drain that. They have 3 cards in hand. Perfect. Let's go Forest. Get a creature. Play Hex Drinker. That resolves. Let's just level this bad boy up. Level up. Level up. And level up. 5 mana. Mystic Confluence. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw 2 cards. That's right. They got that back. I think I just snuffed this out. Is that bad? Is that crazy? They draw 2. I think just the less cards in hand they have, the better. Let's kill this. They don't draw any cards. Go ahead. They have Mana Drain and like 1 unknown. We just have Field of the Dead plus good stuff. Let's go play Plains. So they're dead next turn. Attack you for 2. Crack this to draw. Sentinel's good. They're dead next turn. So let's just let that happen. Draw a card. Subtlety can take back the Monarch. You got it. Swords is great. Okay. Sure. We want them to use swords on their turn. So they can attack me and get the Monarch. They have Lutri, 1 unknown. I think I will attempt to swords this thing. Force them to mana drain now and then get the mana in their second main. Okay. They get Lutri back, or whatever that thing was. They get their creature back. Yeah, Ledger Shredder. Mana drain down. The mana's gone. I'm at 11, they're at 4. It's been a crazy game so far. Jace the Mind Sculptor can kill a zombie. They discard Planisphere. Where it belongs! They bounce a zombie. You got it. They draw a card. Alright, this is kind of game over with them, I think. Misty Rainforest is amazing. Okay, let's start off with a Tidehollow Scholar. Black-white Scholar. See what you got. I guess I'm supposed to not trigger Ledger Shredder. Maybe that makes sense. Path to Exile and get lost. Okay. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Its controller creates 2 map tokens, which I can use to get lands. I'm gonna take this, leave them with Path. So they can Path my zombie, it's not that big of a deal. Take Get Lost. Let's pending the Ledger Shredder right now. They get to connive. They discard Snapcaster Mage, so that's gone. Do I want to give them any information? They pretty much have to path this zombie. Yeah, I'm gonna attack Jace, I think. They path the zombie, we get a thing. Easy ability, yes. Grab a forest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god. I messed up. I needed an extra zombie there. That's on me. Let's Misty Rainforest. I was supposed to play this first, but I guess they could path in response. Misty Rainforest. So they have no cards in hand. They can get a Lutri. Let's fetch. Grabbing Bayou. I want to play Sentinel plus Static Prison. And I can do that with Bayou. That gets a zombie. Sentinel. Creates a map. And then we Static Prison the Jace. That just limits how many things they can top deck. They can put Lutri in hand and play Lutri. But they're sort of at the mercy of their top deck. They drew Prismatic Ending. Ugh. Okay. They get lost back. They get to get lost the Sentinel, block the zombies. It's pretty good. This is all because I messed up my tapping. Pay 1, yes. Let's go Swamp to get a zombie. So get lost. Destroys a creature, I get 2 map tokens. Attack them with everything. I'm gonna get the Monarch back, I think. And I'm gonna get so many map tokens. They block there, they get lost the Sentinel. They go to 2, they lose the Monarch. I become the Monarch. Map token. Put this in your graveyard, yes. Map token here. Reprieve into my graveyard. I think no, because I'm drawing off the Monarch here. Draw a card. We get Reprieve. I'm at 10. This has been a very intense game. Opponent's playing the heart out here. I have 7 cards left in my deck as well. I gotta keep that in mind. I didn't even realize that. Titania is somewhere lurking. And I'm at 10 minutes on my clock. Holy cow. Treasure Cruise. It's pretty good. Let's reprieve that, though. Titania's great. They can put Lutri in hand and just play it. I wonder if I'm supposed to let them play Treasure Cruise and reprieve the first thing they play instead. I'm not entirely sure. I guess I'm F6'd. Palace Jailer. Jeez. Alright. They eat the zombie, hit me for 3. Reprieve would have been good against that, that's for sure. They don't attack. They draw. Okay. There's going to be a lot of zombies for me. Exploration. Would I like to pay this? Yes. They go to 1 life. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let me start with a map token here. See what's on top. Sparta's headquarters. Okay, so exploration is huge. Let's play Titania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Titania. Titania gets back. Town Gates of Madara. They have to chump block here. I can phase out 1 creature. Sure, I'll do that. No, we're gonna get back Horizon Canopy. Get a zombie. Let's crack the map on the zombie here. For the revealed card in your graveyard, no. Because I want to crack this to draw. Actually, how do they stop me if I just play a bunch of stuff and then I top deck Grist? I don't think they can. Play this. Play this. Make another zombie. Attack you for 4. They have to chump. They double block. That's interesting. Pretty good, actually. Okay. Kill Subtlety. 4 cards in hand. They have the Monarch. We'll see what you got. At 1 life. I think if I had more time, I would have looked at what fetchables I had left and probably taken Misty off Titania, because Misty fetching a land lets me grab a creature at instant speed if they had a 3rd Wrath. Mostly I just don't think someone's playing Wrath of God Balance and another Wrath effect. So I didn't think that was so necessary, whereas this gets me 2 deeper into my deck. I'm just a little scared of timing out. They're playing... Well, this game has just been crazy. And I want a trophy. Consult? Sure. You can Demonic Tutor your whole deck. So they can get any card they want. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Reprieve on Treasure Cruise was a bit bad. Opponent is deep in the tank here, though. Very respect. They've played so well this whole game. I've definitely been playing sloppy because it's kind of like I just think I'm winning and attacking them. I need to take a little bit more time and play more like methodically. They're playing really well. I don't think they've made any mistakes, and every time I think I'm just easily winning, they've had something. Thundertrap Trainer, sure. It digs for more stuff. It's a blocker. Are they trying to just like Ancestral me to kill me or something? Because Horizon Canopy plus my draw step for turn would kill me if they had Ancestral targeting me. Did they already play Ancestral though? They did. Okay, Ancestral is exiled, so that's impossible. Alright, before they draw, let's Horizon Canopy here to get a 5/5. We know Grist is the top. We draw Forest. You can have Jace back. Play a land. Trigger field. Do you have Cryptic Command? If you do, I kind of die. Holy cow, if they have Cryptic Command, that's so bad. Okay, swing out at them. Cult Epiphany. Okay, what's going on here? Plains, Absent, Narset. They're down to 2 cards. They can block with everything. So if I'd played Grist pre-combat, I guess they would have died. Okay, jeez. This. Play Grist, kill Jace. Sacrifice a creature, sacrifice the tapped zombie, kill Jace. They have the Monarch, so they're dying next turn. I'm F6ing. Okay. Whoa, that was insane. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of thinking like they have 2 cards left in deck. So if I just Monarch kill them, I don't know. That was wild. Teferi could be insane against their deck if I can sneak it in. But I think Field of the Dead is also just kind of insane against their deck. Oddity, not that good. Anything else hiding over here? No. Yeah, if I can sneak this card, it's crazy. The trouble is sneaking it is kind of hard, especially with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green sources, kind of 6. I think it's worth trying, and it's better than Pest Infestation didn't feel that good against them. Did they have any artifacts or enchantments? Not really. So I can cut that. Bowmaster seems ridiculous against them. Fastbond, Hex Drinker, Swords, Prison. Snuff Out being 0 mana is pretty nice. I think I want to cut the Prison. I just want proactive stuff. And maybe that means we're running Ulvenwald Oddity. It can take back the Monarch pretty easily. And I can transform it to get huge and make my zombies good. Okay, we'll make those changes. I'm not sure if they're optimal, but we'll see. Oh, let's put in a basic island to go with Teferi here. Because they have Path to Exile, so I can grab the island off Teferi there. Because if I get Teferi in play, the game's kind of over. So I want Mox Diamond just to make Teferi more playable. On the draw, I don't think so. I think we just want to hit lands. So I think the only counterspells that I saw were Mana Drain and Mystic Confluence. Confluence being scary. They had Balance, which is really good against my deck. It is a Fast Bond and a Bowmasters. They have Lutri. I gotta keep him over there. I'm gonna keep this hand. It is a Fast Bond turn 1 with Titania to hit, you know, if we get a fetch or something. They mold the 6. Balance is pretty good against Fast Bond though. Let's play this. Play this. Play this. Go ahead. Our deck is pretty high on lands. Field of the Dead, you got it. Alright, let's play Field of the Dead. Yeah, I don't actually have black, which is... I didn't realize that, to be honest. So, pass turn. I thought I could Bowmasters, but this card kind of sucks. It's only if you have a swamp or a forest. Ah! I don't have black. So I can't do this. That would have been game over. Yeah, I thought this would add black with this, but that's not how that works. They missed a land drop, though, so it's pretty good. I just need to draw any land, really. Once Upon a Time... Oh, okay. Once Upon a Time. Green, this. Play this. Grabbing... I really want Waterlogged Grove for Teferi, but there's no way that works, because the rest of my hand does nothing then. So we're going to grab a Temple Garden. play Temple Garden. And I will, now that they're sort of tapped out, we can Tide Hollow. Try and hit their mana, like, selection here. Okay. Mana Drain, Get Lost, Path Jailer. So I want them to Path to Exile me. Destroy target creature, enchantment, or planeswalkers. Controller creates 2 map tokens. They have Vindicate, Snapcaster Mage. This is insane. I want them to Path. Title of Scholar, I can Pending. Vindicate's not that scary. I will take... double blue is a little scary, but not that bad. I'm gonna take Mana Drain. They probably just Path at end of turn. They don't. They draw an island so they can Snapcaster Ancestral. I was really hoping specifically that didn't happen because I could Bowmasters. Oh my god. Well, now they lose. I think. Let's attack here. Wild that they would wait on that. Snapcaster Mage, you got it. Ancestral Recall? Oh, buddy. You got it. Please cast the Ancestral. They can block. I don't mind trading. Pretty good of them to block before playing Ancestral, but it is what it is. They get Mana Drain back. So they're going to do it at end of turn. I don't have a blue source, unfortunately. Exploration plays around something. They did. Maybe they got me. I don't know. Bowmasters. Very good patience by them. So ping you. They draw 3, ping you 3 times. I get a 4/4. Almost everyone in the world would have flashed back Ancestral right away. My opponent played really well. They went around it. They're up to 10 cards in hand. And I'm gonna time out here. I need to F6. If I time out, that's okay. I'm commentating, and it's so hard to commentate while playing quickly. It's the price you pay for making content. So if I time out, I'm sorry. I'm playing as fast as I can, but I'm also trying to keep it entertaining, because if I go fully non-verbal, it's not very exciting. So we're gonna do our best, but our opponent's playing extremely well. Their deck's sweet. And if I wasn't commentating, this would be a much more, like, a tighter matchup. But I think we just start F6ing as much as we can. We know... I mean, that's basically their entire hand. They play an island, so they're not Palace Jailering. Yeah, I was mostly just hoping that Bowmasters was going to kill the Snapcaster Mage, because everyone... 99.999% of people just flash back Ancestral right there. Alright, what do you got for me, opponent? Path to Exile. I will accept this. We will grab Basic Island. Surprisingly. They discard the hand size. Swords to Plowshares. So I attack you for 1. They just have so many cards in hand. I can play Teferi into their Mana Drain. They just have a ton of removal. I guess I kind of do that. It's not great, but we kind of have to. That goes away. They get a ton of mana. I think we're probably going to game 3. It depends. I mean, they got to resolve an Ancestral, and they have a bunch of stuff. I do have an Orcish Bowmasters, but they can kill it at any time. They play Vista. What is this much mana? Cult Epiphany for a ton? What is this? Palace Jailer. Eats the Bowmaster. You got it. They become the Monarch. Mana Drain is gone. Alright, let's crack a Horizon Canopy here. We need to draw an untapped land. Perfect. That happens. We get to go City of Traders. Green. 3, 4, 5 for Titania. Thinking to Stupor. Alright, I'm gonna concede this one and go to sideboarding. I don't know if that was the correct concession, but I think I have a great chance on the play. Just racing them down. Do I want, like, Unruly Krasis or Rancor? I don't think so. I think we just run it back. Go first. Keep this hand. Oh, it's so ugly. I'm gonna keep it, though. It's really ugly, but it does something. Play this turn 1. Go ahead. Oh my god. I get to turn 2 Ocelot Pride? Forest. Okay, so let's go Forest. Add white. Play this. Pass. F6 on their turn. They can mana drain. There's a lot of stuff they can do. Title of Scholar so good in this spot. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm getting outplayed and outtimed. I could draw a removal for it, which would be pretty nice. But I cut a lot of my removal. Teferi, I can't cast yet, but a really good next turn. They take Hex Drinker. Okay. So we're going to freebooter them just to see what's going on. Plains is really good. So let's go freebooter. They knew what I draw, but I need to play it. Play this. See what you got. Balance, Mana Drain, Treasure Cruise. So they could Deep Cavern Bat my Palace Jailer. Jeez, dude. Okay, I'm gonna take Mana Drain. We're sort of in a standstill, but any removal spell I draw is good. So Mana Drain's gone. We're gonna F6 here. They could play Deep Cavern Bat. And they kind of have to play it literally this turn. They know that I can Palace Jailer. Although it's actually not that bad because they have Creeping Tar Pit to take back the Monarch. So maybe it's actually not that good for me to Palace Jailer. If I Palace Jailer, they just balance. This is a crazy game. Opponent's like timing out 2 here. Okay, they're batting, which means Teferi's a live draw. Bat's down, Palace Jailer's gone. They probably play Vista or something. They play Island that we know about. That's a Teferi. Get in there, my friend. Island. 1, 2, 3. Play Teferi. No way. Oh, okay. Just Ancestral. I mean, Ancestral is gross here. Teferi's great. They can balance if I do too much. But balance is pretty awkward with a lot of stuff. Let's bounce Tidehollow. Oh my god, this is so rough. Let's just... I don't know what to do here. I think I bounce Tidehollow. And then we attack with Ocelot Pride. I get down Fast Bond and pass. Okay, we're trying. I don't entirely know how to beat this. Ancestral Recall is pretty gross in matchups like this. They can kill the freebooter and then kill Teferi if they have a removal spell. Or I guess they can play a land and activate stuff. The goal is to like keep Deep Cavern Bat alive so balance isn't that bad and maybe set up a leveled up Hex Drinker. Okay, so they're just killing Teferi. Maybe that was a misplay from me. Let's attack my opponent. They can chump. We'll see what they do. Okay, they're setting up for balance, kind of. I don't know how I really get around this. Let's go... Yeah, I don't know how I'm getting around this. Let's play Hex Drinker. Force them to play balance, I guess. Go ahead. Get some cats. City's Blessing. F6. You kind of have to play balance. I keep Hex Drinker. Oh, they can Wrath, which would be pretty good. I think I'm going to time out, unfortunately. They're going to kill everything. Yeah, I should have thought that through. Bayou, so... I can do this. I can Palace Jailer, but then they just Creeping Tar Pit me, and then I kind of die. Become the Monarch. Do the thing. Yeah, we're running out of time here. Play this. Pass turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So they could just balance, kill Palace Jailer, then attack with Tar Pit, probably. Play their own Palace Jailer. Yeah. I don't know if I would have won if I had more time to play slowly last round or this round, but I think they kind of have it. We have a Boseiju. We'll F6. I need to draw my thing with Kicker. Grab Field of the Dead could really stretch this out. But they now, I think, have Mana Drain, Mana Tithe. Tidehollow Scholar can't do anything because I just have lands. Ledger Shredder, you got it. Draw a card. Snuff out. F6. I think I'm dying, but we'll find out. We can snuff out the Ledger Shredder. They have that. They attack out. Okay. Cast this here. Use this here. Then we have 6. I take 4. They draw a card. Alright, we're drawing live to some stuff, but they probably have Mana Drain, Shadowy Backstreet, Surveil, Graveyard that. It's a pretty high land count deck, I would say. F6. Field of the Dead goes pretty hard. Would be nice, but I think I might just die here. I'm taking 4. Their hand is completely full. They get to Treasure Cruise in this spot, maybe. Yeah, that's a lot of cards. Okay, now Planisphere is good. It will do a lot of damage in this specific matchup. One of your opponents discarding to hand size with 11 cards left in their deck. Waterlogged Grove. Play that. Crack this to draw. Sure. We will attempt this. They mana drain that. That makes their thing bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just dead, I think. Field of the Dead off the top. I could get 2 zombies and block. But yeah, my opponent has drawn 10 cards more than me this game. Come on, Field of the Dead. The thing with kicker. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast with kicker. Exile this. Search for Field of the Dead. Sure. Top. Grab field. Zombie. That. Zombie. I think I'm still dead, but oh my god, if I had gotten that sooner, this would actually be kind of good. No, I'm gonna time out. Oh, whew. That was a fight for the trophy, man. GG's the Lone Ponderer. Really well played. I think they just outplayed me in those games. I think someone with more time and other stuff probably could have, in my position, could have played better to win, but that was good games. There you go. That's the lands deck. I think this deck was incredible. We held our own with a deck that was like Ancestral Recall, Hard Control, Mana Drain. Their deck was sick. But Field of the Dead is really good. And this is why I value just not having dead draws. It's like every top deck is potent and can do things, but wow. I'm tired. Thanks so much for watching. That was quite the match. If you enjoyed it, maybe subscribe. And there's 2 good ways to support the content on this channel. I made 2 games. One is Algomancy, that's out. You can just buy it right now. There's a print and play if you don't want to spend that much money. And then Azoth is a game that's coming out on Steam pretty soon. Check it out, link in the description. Otherwise, just keep enjoying the content. See you there.